Well, I don't know about you, but I've always got a sweet tooth for some carnage. And man, that music brings back some great memories of Mountain Dew and crunchy polygons. So this is Twisted Metal, the first installment of a pretty prolific series of vehicular combat games for the Sony PlayStation, released in 1995. The premise is very simple, but simply perfect at the same time. Just take the wheel of your pimped out deathmobile of choice and explode the crap out of any of the other competitors you face, in various arenas set in the streets of Los Angeles. So basically, it's like an old-fashioned destruction derby, but just throwing some machine guns and rocket launchers. Oh yeah, and a psychotic clown driving an ice cream truck. So you'll be cruising around in places like warehouse districts, freeways, or even the burbs, and blow away anyone else you come across. There's lots of special weapons that are scattered throughout the levels, ranging from homing rockets to oil slicks, or each car also comes equipped with its own unique special attack. Yeah, a napalm cone is always a nice frosty treat while in the heat of battle. Or I've personally always been a fan of Mr. Grimm's highly destructive Death Spawn special. And of course, if you want to slay in true gangsta style, check out Thumper's flamethrower. So that's definitely one of my favorite elements of this game, how there's good variety of vehicles and drivers to choose from, and they each have their own styles and attributes. There's a total of 12 that are pretty distinct from each other, and each driver also has their own backstory and reason for entering this competition in the first place. But since the gameplay really doesn't deviate much from start to finish, the diversity of characters to choose from is much appreciated, and actually might be your only reason to play this for more than 20 minutes. And that could definitely be a major complaint about Twisted Metal. It really doesn't have much depth to it. The single-player mode can be played through in just an hour or so, and there's not exactly a lot of finesse involved in the game's combat. Driving skills are necessary to pick up the power-ups and hunt down the other drivers, and, of course, to deal with the clunky controls. But once you get into a firefight, there might not be much you can do about dodging their bullets and rockets. So a lot of your victories will really come down to how well equipped you are, which kind of comes down to knowing where the power-ups are. But despite its lack of depth, Twisted Metal still delivers some immensely satisfying destruction. I mean, obviously they're not going for ultra-realistic simulation styles here, so yeah, it's definitely not a very polished game, but it doesn't really need to be. I mean, just pop this game in, blow some stuff up, and life is good. Oh, and major props from us go out to Dean in California. Thanks again for sending in this classic, along with some other gems. And this one definitely rocks as hard as it did back in the day.